What's up YouTube, Linux Fan Man here, doing a video about the Amigas that I got. Now I did end up taking both of them apart, and unfortunately both of them had the original batteries in them. Now the Amiga 500 is not the Plus, it's just the regular Amiga 500, so it has the memory expansion card in there that has the battery on it. I'll show you that. That one doesn't look too bad, it just started to corrode, but the Amiga 2000 unfortunately has the battery on the motherboard, has a date code of 1988 on the motherboard, so it's pretty old, and it really has started to corrode. So let me go ahead and show you guys what it looks like, and we'll kind of go from there.
Here's the memory expansion card for the Amiga 500 that I got, and as you can see here, it is just starting to corrode. So now would be the optimal time to take this thing out of here. You can either desolder it or you can just clip it off. I'm probably going to take the second half and just clip it off and then try desoldering the rest out. I don't want to heat up the battery and cause it to explode, basically, because it is old. So that's what we're going to do with that. We're just going to clip it off and then we'll desolder the legs off of it later on. And here is the Amiga 2000 motherboard. And there is that battery, and it is definitely starting to really corrode. I'm hoping it didn't destroy the traces underneath of it. There's quite a few traces there, as you can see. But we're going to clip this one off too and kind of see what kind of damage has been done. We'll try to check these traces too to make sure that they function. I haven't powered on either one of these computers because of these batteries. I wanted to take them out first to see, if they actually function correctly. We may end up recapping this board too. Looks like all the caps are okay, but they are getting 30 plus years old, so it's probably definitely time to recap this computer as well. But yeah, that does not look good, guys. So let me go ahead and get these batteries off, and then we'll take a look at the traces underneath. Okay guys, so here's that battery here, and as you can see, it definitely blew up. The whole bottom of it basically exploded out and started leaking out. So I think I got to this just in time, because let's go ahead and take a look at the board. This is where it was really leaking out of, was right here. And there is definitely some damage to the board here, and this trace right here looks like it might have a little damage, but the rest of the traces that went underneath it look perfectly okay. So what I'm going to do is clean this up. I'm going to test that one trace and see if it's any good. If not, we might have to put a botch cable in here to get it running again. But yeah, let's go ahead and get that done.
Alright guys, so you can see here that I did go ahead and clean it up a little bit. Now right there is a little bit of corrosion that goes onto that one trace there, which I believe is the one that goes to the clock circuit. We're going to go ahead and take the back shielding off and take a look at the bottom traces and see if any other damage has occurred. But I think we lucked out on this one. I think it's going to be okay. So let me go ahead and take the bottom of the shielding off here. To do that, you got to take all these little nuts off of every one of these to be able to get it off, and then it comes right off. But let's go ahead and do that real quick. As you guys can see here, this is the bottom of the board. This is the two pegs here and the other one peg here that the battery was connected to. And I'm not seeing any damage to any of these traces here. Everything looks great, except for maybe the trace that went to the battery here. That might be a little corroded and worn away there, but that's okay. I'm not really planning on putting another battery in. They do sell the kits at AmigaKits.com or whatever that website is. Okay guys, so I did go ahead and get it all hooked up here to the TV, got the power hooked up. I got a couple discs in there, Shadow of the Beast. I don't have the keyboard or anything attached, and it's only attached to monochrome video right now, so it's only going to be in black and white. But let's go ahead and see if she powers on. Smoke test. Come on, Amiga. I know you got it in you. I hear the disk drive's going. Now, Lord only knows if these discs still work. They're, as old as the damn computer is. But hell yeah, it works. Psygnosis presents. And this is Shadow of the Beast in here, one of my favorite games. Awesome, guys. So I'm totally happy. At least it's not destroyed. So I did go ahead and take the battery out, and I might be doing a replacement. I'm going to be doing a recapping this, but I did look at all the capacitors, and I don't have all the capacitors I need to be able to get this done. So, with that being said, that'll be another project another day. But let's go ahead and take a look at this Amiga 500 expansion card and get that battery off as well. Here's that Amiga 500 expansion card with the battery on it. Now, as you can see, this battery is not in that kind of shape that this other one here was in. I mean, this one was horrible. But this one was just starting to corrode around the edges here. So, as you guys can see, we did go ahead and get that clipped off, and there is a little bit of corrosion on the board there. I don't know. There's a trace that's going over here. It goes up. I'm hoping that's just the clock trace that's messed up. But let me go ahead and clean this up. We'll get the A500 up and see if that one will run. So let's go ahead and do the smoke test on this bad boy and see if it works. So I did put that memory expansion card back in. Alright, so it looks like it's working here. That's good. Put Workbench in. Let it load. Loading here, but here's the funny thing. Sunday, May 26th, 1930. 6:27:41. Alright guys, so as you can see, we got the full megabyte of memory. Now of course some of it's being taken up, but we got the full 1 megabyte of memory. So she runs, she works. So looks like we avoided a catastrophe in both the 500 and the 2000. So yeah, I'm happy. Alright guys, so that about sums it up with these Amigas. So I got both of them running. They're still going to need some work. I want to recap both of them. A couple of the things I want to do. I might get those battery kits. We'll see. But anyway, if you like the content, go ahead and like down below. Also, go ahead and subscribe if you want to keep seeing stuff like this. Got a lot of content coming up. I got a lot of systems I need to work on, clean up, and do what I need to do with them. So why don't you join me on the ride? All right, y'all. Have a good one. Peace out.